Hey John. Hey, what's up, dude? So, me and the boys are playing top 10 bloody Funko Pop variants. You in? Yeah, man, yeah. Who's number one? Well, I am. Look at me, I'm awesome. Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree. Can I be number two? I want to be number two. No, man. Vincent Vega is number two. Vincent Vega! I can do whatever he can. Watch, watch. Oh, man, I shot Marvin in the face. John, no. Can I be number three? You're not even top five. Oh, I don't want to play then. This is one of those exclusives that's pretty much just the same figure, same sculpt, pretty much the same paint job, except for they decided to add some red splatter to it, which I usually don't go out and pay extra for those ones if I already have the original. But for this one I did, and I'll show you a side-to-side comparison with the original figure and tell you exactly why I decided to upgrade to this Jon Snow. And I'll start out by showing you the boxes. The box on my old one seems to have a better print job. It's a little bit warmer, the gray on it. And this one almost looks a little faded out compared to this one. And you can really tell by the back of the box. Look how much more vivid the characters look on this one. But, I mean, that's like, if I wasn't seeing them side by side, that's not something I would notice. And my old box is not stellar. It's got a rip in the front. So, as far as boxes go, yeah, I would have liked a new box. So, that's one of the reasons for that. But, that's not the main reason I did get a new one, though. Here's bloody Jon Snow out of the box. And I'm really digging the contrast between the very pale skin and the red. And then the black hair. It just makes this guy look a lot more dynamic than in the original version. The original version is pretty plain. You know, a lot of the Game of Thrones pops are kind of drab because they're all either gray, black, or brown, or maybe some light blue thrown in there. But the red on him really gives him a nice splash of color that I think was needed. Major differences are pretty small. I noticed a difference in the sword. Whatever gray they used on the old sword is a little lighter. And I gotta say, I do like that better. And I think they did a better paint job on the head on my old one than they did on the new one, on the little wolf's head on the bottom of his sword there. And also, if you look closely, the gray on his actual suit underneath his cape is a little lighter on the new one than the old one, which I like better. Because the old one, he pretty much just looks all black, and you don't get to appreciate the nice sculpt of the body. And they probably did that because it makes this red stand out a little bit more on his belly. But he's pretty much the same from the back, except for the lighter gray on the feathers as well. And his hair looks a little shinier on the old one. But yeah, pretty much the same, except for on my old one, I feel like the paint job was a little sloppier. Like, they don't finish the hair right in a lot of places. And he's got little random speckles. They're kind of hard to show up on camera, but he's got little random black speckles where, you know, the tip of the spray must have not been right. It's got little mess-ups here and there. And for a pop that has such white skin, it really is noticeable. And the hairline on this new one is a lot better, especially in the beard here. And I noticed that was true of a lot of these older Jon Snows, is that the hairline on all of them was pretty bad. It was hard to find a really good one. So, they did a pretty good job with this, even though, like, the sword isn't as nice on this new one. I think the improved hairline really is worth the upgrade if you care about that, plus the blood. You know, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be, spoiler warning if you're planning on watching Game of Thrones and haven't yet, but if you're up to date, I'm not sure if this red is supposed to be from the end of last season, where they all betray him and stab him in the belly, because he didn't really have blood on his face like this. He had a cut on his eye, but I'm thinking if they would have just made a little small cut on his eye like he has it right now, that wouldn't have been much of a difference to really merit this being an exclusive. Although they do have an old one where they just put a little bit of mud on him. And I didn't get that one. I thought that was pretty weak as an exclusive, like not worth an upgrade. But this one, yeah. So, I mean, this blood being on his face like this could be something that happens in the future of this new season. You never know. But yeah, pretty cool overall. I do think it was worth the upgrade. I'm gonna put this guy where my old Jon Snow was and move my old Jon Snow to the island of misfit pops in my closet. But yeah, pretty cool. This bloody version of Jon Snow is a Hot Topic exclusive, so you'll have to get him there if you want him. They had about 15 when I went, so he shouldn't be too tough to find. But if you have to drive out anywhere kind of far, I'd suggest calling ahead. Plus, Hot Topic usually puts their exclusives online for a little bit, so if you want to get him, you could also check in there in the next couple of weeks. He'll probably pop up at some time. I changed my mind. I do want to play. Well, it's too late now, man. The bloody version of your dad with his head cut off took your place.